God save King George. Or at least that's what the Loyalists were saying during the American War of Independence. So this week we're going to be going back to that period and doing some British troops from Foundry miniatures. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe, and please leave some comments down below. So again, I was looking through my old box of just old miniatures. The ones I've got were probably purchased in 2007, and so I figured it's just about time to get around to doing them. I've only got a couple, so I've got one line infantry and one artilleryman, so I figured I'd paint them up. So for the artillery trooper, gunner, I'm not sure what his specific rank is, I used midnight blue from Game Colour, and yeah, quite straightforward. Just cover his tunic over a black base coat. I could have cenifaled, but I just wanted to go the way that I used to do things when I used to paint them and see how it went. Perhaps if I get some more in the future, I will do a redo with a zenithal highlight first and see if that makes any difference. As you can see, it's a very dark blue, so it doesn't really show up at this stage. Now for the line infantry, crimson red from System 3, and again just apply it over all of the different areas on the line infantryman, but also the artillery trooper has got facing colours in red, so just touch those up at the same time. So I've been enjoying doing a few 28mm scale miniatures recently. I've just done some Romans and these chaps, and I will be doing a 54mm Napoleonic at some point in the future, just to give myself a bit of variation from just painting small scale. I probably won't get into doing large armies. Probably at most it would be enough for a skirmish game, maybe sharp practice, but that would be the sort of the absolute maximum. But yeah, let me know what you want. So if you do want more large scale, then I can do it. If you are happy with just the odd tutorial here and there, again, I'll just do that. So next up for their trousers, we're using Ice White from Game Colour. I guess you could say breeches is probably more accurate for the time. Pantaloons? I'm not sure. Let me know if you know below what they call their trousers specifically in this period. Also for the line infantryman, he's got a white waistcoat on. And what are your thoughts on The Patriot? Do you think it's a good film? Do you think it's a terrible film? Historically, yes, it leaves a lot to be desired, but from my perspective, it is a pretty good action film. Let's just leave history out of it. But what do you think? So next up I use black from Game Colour, just to go over the black areas basically, which may have been covered with white or red or whatever else. So it's just a bit of a clean-up stage. Also for their boots being black, it's time to really just get in there and get anything that the spray paint missed earlier on. There's a channel on YouTube that I often watch, I think, I can't remember the full name of it, but Brandon or Brandon something, and he's got some pretty good reviews on the Patriot film and his views. He's like a reenactor as well, so he's got quite a bit of knowledge about it. So yeah, definitely worth a watch. I'll see if I can find a link and put it below. Next up for the facing colours of line infantry, we're using Magic Blue from Game Colour. And so at this stage, just take it easy, use a nice fine detail brush, and try and avoid going over onto areas that you don't want to be blue. And again, you could go for multiple different colours. Different regiments had different facings, so find a colour that you like and you'll probably find a regiment that had the facings. Then the only thing you'll have to look into is did that regiment actually fight in the theatre that you're looking to recreate? Although it doesn't really matter at all, they're miniature soldiers, so paint them how you want them, and if someone has an issue then that's really their issue, not yours. Just do it as you want, really. That's my motto. Next up we're going to do the musket, the ramrod, and their bags and pouches in leather brown from Game Colour. And again, just take your time, because you don't want to get this to go onto any of the areas that you've already done, especially the white. And talking of white, some of you may be looking at it being of the opinion that at the moment it looks a bit too like it needs another coat. Don't worry, that will get sorted later. And now we're going to use silver from Game Colour to go over the bayonet, and if there's any other sort of metal pieces on the miniatures, this will be the time to touch those up. Then we use flat flesh from Tamiya Colour for the hands and faces. Then we make ourselves a dark brown wash. Do see my video on how I make my wash, and then we use the original colours to highlight. And there we have our soldiers for the king. And to be honest, again, seeing as I haven't done many 28s for quite a while, I am pretty happy with the way they came out. I'm not the best large scale painter in the world, but definitely with a bit of practice I will be getting there. Not to be the best, but to be reasonable. Just to clarify that point. But no, I definitely enjoy painting these miniatures. Their faces do look a little bit strange, kind of squished and alien-like, but overall they're good, fun miniatures, and I enjoy painting them. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. Please like, subscribe, leave some comments below, and I'll see you next time.